शुरुआत करते हैं बड़ी खबर से। बताया जा रहा है कि चीन की तरफ से उनका जो 2023 का एडिशन का जो स्टैंडर्ड मैप है वो रिलीज किया गया, और जहां पर जितने भी डिस्प्यूटेड इलाके हैं, चाहे वो अरुणाचल प्रदेश के बारे में बात की जाए, अक्साई चिन, ताइवान, और जो डिस्प्यूटेड साउथ चाइना जो सी है, जो समुंदर है, उसे चीन अपना कह रहा है।
तो चीन ऐसा पहले भी कर चुका है, लेकिन भारत लगातार अपना रुख स्पष्ट करता रहा है। जहां तक बात अरुणाचल प्रदेश की है, तो अरुणाचल प्रदेश भारत का अभिन्न अंग है, लेकिन इसके बावजूद चीन हमेशा अरुणाचल को अपना हिस्सा बताता है। जो उनका नया मैप रिलीज किया गया है, आधिकारिक मैप, उसमें अरुणाचल प्रदेश को, अक्साई चिन को चीन का हिस्सा बताया गया है। इसके अलावा ताइवान और साउथ चाइना सी के भी कई इलाके हैं जिन्हें चीन अपना कह रहा है। ऋषभ हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं ज्यादा जानकारी लेकर। ऋषभ, जैसा कि हम कह रहे हैं, चीन अक्सर ये दावा ठोकता है, लेकिन बार बार भारत जवाब देता है चीन को, अरुणाचल प्रदेश अभिन्न हिस्सा है। एक बार फिर चीन ने इस मुद्दे को लेकर विवाद खड़ा कर दिया है।
ऋषभ,
आपकी आवाज नहीं आ पा रही है ऋषभ।
चलिए हम दोबारा रिकनेक्ट करेंगे लाइन ऋषभ के साथ, क्योंकि उनकी आवाज हमें फिलहाल नहीं आ पा रही है। लेकिन अब हम देखा जाए तो ये उसी वक्त आ रहा है जहां बस कुछ ही दिन रह गए हैं, जहां पर G20 की समिट होने वाली है, और कॉन्फर्मेशन एक तरह से अगर देखा जाए चीन की तरफ से वो अभी तक नहीं आया है कि वहां के जो चाइनीज प्रेसिडेंट है शी जिनपिंग है वो यहां मौजूद होंगे नई दिल्ली में या नहीं। लेकिन हमने देखा था कि थोड़ी देर के लिए जो अनऑफिशियल बातचीत जो हुई थी चीन के राष्ट्रपति और भारत के प्रधानमंत्री के बीच, लेकिन इसे एक नया प्रोवोकेशन देखा जाए चाइना की तरफ से जो आ रहा है भारत के लिए। और जहां तक ये स्टैंडर्ड मैप है वो फिलहाल चीन की तरफ से रिलीज किया गया है।
Okay, we have Manikam Tagore of the Congress joining us on the broadcast. Thank you very much for giving us your time. Mr. Manikam Tagore, China has released its official map and has shown Arunachal Pradesh, Aksai Chin, parts of Taiwan and South China Sea as their own.
It's very unfortunate, and whenever Mr. Modi meets the Chinese premier, something else happens. When there was a Jumla, there was Doklam was there, Jula was there in Ahmedabad, then Chennai, there was Nariyal Pani was there, then Ladakh areas were taken off. Now this act by China is a condemnable thing. I hope that the Modi government need to act, and Modi government can't be just in the denial mode. Mr. Modi, as Prime Minister, has been denying that the Chinese has not taken our land, but it has been now accepted by both the sides in the negotiations also.
But Mr. Tagore, the areas that have been highlighted are the ones that were overtaken by China back in 1962, sir. If we talk about Aksai Chin and parts of Arunachal Pradesh, which is now suggests is a part of Chinese territory, as the claims are that are now being made by China.
We need to understand that in a national channel, you should not say that they have taken, Chinese has taken the land. That is not right. But it is very important that we should be very clear in our view that Chinese insertion in India's territory, we should be very clear about it. We can't be in a denial mode. Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, has been on a denial mode, but he has been on a back foot wicket whenever he meets the Chinese premier. That's the point I'm saying. He should show the courage, whatever he is showing it to others, the same courage he should show to the Chinese premier. He should not bow down before the Chinese premier. That's the point I'm saying to you. And it is very unfortunate that we should not accept these kind of things by the Chinese, and we should hope that the government reacts quickly and corrects it.
Yes, we are waiting for that official reaction as well. In the past, India has always maintained that Arunachal is a part of India, irrespective of the claims that are being made by China. Thank you very much, Mr. Tagore, for joining us. We have Rishabh on the broadcast as well. Rishabh, Congress party already in attack mode says the government shouldn't bow down to China. Manikam Tagore कह रहे हैं कि denial mode में नहीं रहना चाहिए सरकार को, इस पर जल्दी आधिकारिक जवाब आना चाहिए.
Well, politics will play up, especially in the Indian domestic polity. But when we talk about this new standard map that has been released by Chinese Natural Resources Ministry, this showcases that they are not only claiming the Arunachal area or the Ladakh area on paper, but also, pressurizing Taiwan and Indo-Pacific. And this is happening at a juncture where Prime Minister Narendra Modi met on the sidelines of BRICS with President Xi Jinping in Johannesburg. Next week itself, we have the East Asia Summit. And this, step by China will definitely have strong reactions from the region, be it Indonesia, be it Japan, be it, other countries in the Indo-Pacific. They will have issues with this map that has been released by China. Apart from that, we also need to understand that why is China doing this? Chinese president met Indian Prime Minister in BRICS. Chinese president is expected to meet again, share stage again at East Asia Summit, and then maybe here in New Delhi as well. Both the leaders will meet because India is chairing the G20 summit this year. To nullify the effect on the local polity, Xi Jinping needs to come strong, and that's the reason that such steps are being taken. India, time and again, have been very clear that just by imagining things on paper, things on ground will not change. External Affairs Ministry came up with a statement earlier this year as well, when China changed 11 places, and then again 4 places with Indian places with Chinese name. India came up with a very strong message that by changing names on paper or imagining things will not change on ground. Arunachal Pradesh was and will always be part of India. So the way Chinese propaganda is happening, India has been countering it. And when it comes to Congress or BJP here, the local polity will definitely play up after this development.
लेकिन ऋषभ, भारत और चीन के जो रिलेशंस है उसके ऊपर किस तरह का असर दिखता हुआ नजर आ रहा है? क्योंकि अभी जो बातचीत है लगातार जारी है. अगर हम लद्दाख के बारे में बात करें, हमने देखा है कि लगातार जो बातचीत है, चाहे कमांडर लेवल पे हो, मिलिट्री लेवल पे, डिप्लोमेटिक लेवल पे, दोनों देशों के जो लीडर्स है उनकी भी थोड़ी देर की मुलाकात हुई थी साउथ अफ्रीका में. लेकिन यहाँ पे रिलेशन को फर्दर स्ट्रेन, मतलब एक तरह से एक दबाव डाला जाएगा चीन की तरफ से और भारत की तरफ से भी बताया जा रहा है कि जवाब मिल सकता है इस मुद्दे पर.
Well, I'll quote External Affairs Minister Videsh
Okay, Rishabh, stay on with us. We have RSN Singh joining us on the broadcast now. RSN Singh, China has done it once again, has in fact, in the new map incorporated Arunachal Pradesh along with disputed areas in Taiwan and South China Sea. Now, we know how China claims Arunachal to be South Tibet, but India's stand has been very clear that Arunachal is part of India.
You will see many such, activities by China, in run-up to our elections since 2024. This is one way, to manipulate, politics in India. And there are a lot of bias of, this kind of Chinese technique. And we all know that they have a huge political constituency within India, not from now, right since independence. Now the question is that how do we respond? As citizens of India, the first thing we can do is that we stop referring to our border as Indo-China border. Let's start calling it India-Tibet border, and that is a reality. Probably if I and you were there in 1950 at the helm, we would have been more patriotic than Jawaharlal Nehru and would not have given handed over Tibet to, the Chinese. And we were very much in a position to, to prevent that. And I say this with great deal of study and responsibility. The second question is that we need to revisit our approach to Taiwan. It's high time we abandoned the, this one country and two systems principle, or to say that Taiwan is an inalienable part of China. We don't have to please them. So we diplomatically, we have been found wanting in our approach. And, if China persists with this kind of cartographic aggression, as I call it, then we need to respond accordingly.
Right, sir. We are awaiting as far as an official statement on part of the government of India as far as if this is a latest flashpoint or a way as far as China seems to be provoking. And of course, as you're mentioning elections, just before that, the G20 summit is also expected to take place now. That will be happening in New Delhi. For the moment, RSN Singh, sir, thank you very much for joining in. To you, Rishabh as well.